Broadcasting live from the Meridics via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Centennial Sportsplex. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network as we welcome you all to the final night of the Phase 2 round robin. And boy, do we have a big game for you tonight. Father Ryan taking on the Rutherford Rampage, the Irish. 2-0 in this round robin. They have already clinched a place in Tier 1, and they're going to the Predators Cup. Rutherford with a tie or a win or an Independence loss or tie against Centennial will get the other spot in Tier 1, meaning that both Centennial and Independence would be knocked into Tier 2. But it could come down to goal difference. If Indy beats Centennial and Rutherford lose to Father Ryan, both teams will finish with the exact same record in this round robin. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie, and they tied each other last week 3-3, so you can't do head-to-head. It would have to go to the third tiebreaker, which is goal difference. We'll talk more about that in a bit. But this Phase 2 round robin is headed for a crazy finish, quite possibly. So let's go over the results from last week. Not much to go over. 4 round robin games plus the last game in Phase 1 of the regular season. Last Monday in the round robin, Father Ryan beat Centennial 4-1, while Rutherford Rampage beat an Independence tied at 3. Then on Wednesday night, the Rutherford Rampage beat Centennial 4-0. While Father Ryan beat Independence 4-3. And last Monday in the final game in Phase 1 of the regular season, Ravenwood beat Montgomery Bell.
He's wearing number 5 tonight.
Ravenwood beat Montgomery Bell 4-0. So here are the round robin standings coming into tonight. Father Ryan 2-0. Again, they have already clinched their place in Tier 1 for the rest of the regular season. Rutherford Rampage with 1 win and 1 tie. Independence in third at 1 loss and 1 tie. And Centennial at the bottom of the table at 0-2. Their fate is sealed. They are headed to Tier 2. Let's very quickly go over the other standings as they finished in Phase 1. The Tier 1 standings for Phase 1, the final Tier 1 standings for Phase 1, Ravenwood and NBA both 6-1, but again, Ravenwood beat NBA, so the Raptors are placed ahead of the Big Red. Brentwood finishing the phase at 5-1-1. Pope Prep CPA GCA finishing at 4-2-1. Mount Juliet Green Hill Lebanon finishing 2-4-1. Franklin BGA finishing 1-4-2. Independence finishing 1-6, and Centennial finishing 0-6-1. The final records for Tier 2 from Phase 1, Father Ryan finishing at 6-1, Rutherford finishing at 5-1-1. Let me just fix something real quick here. USNBA Nashville Christian finishing 5-2. Nolensville, Ensworth, Lipscomb, and Summit Page both finishing 3-3-1, but Nolensville beat Summit, so the Knights being placed ahead of Summit in that instance. Hendersonville Beach and the Outlaws both finishing 2-5, but Hendersonville beat the Outlaws, so they're placed ahead of them. And Station Camp Liberty Creek finishing Phase 1 with a record of 0-6-1, the exact same as Centennials. Although, when it comes to when Phase 3 begins next week, all the Tier 2 teams are going to be doing, well, I'm forgetting a detail here. For Phase 3 next week, the reset tiers are going to start from 0-0. Well, they're going to reset the tiers because you got Father Ryan swapping over to Tier 1 and Centennial swapping over to Tier 2, and you've possibly got Rutherford and Indy switching as well. So for Phase 3, they're going to use the Phase 3 standings only to determine seeding for the playoffs, but for Tier 1, they are going to use the Phase 1 and Phase 3 standings combined to determine who wins the GNASH Cup as regular season champs. But for Tier 2, well, they don't play for a regular season championship, so I think you can take everything that happened in Phase 1 with these Tier 2 teams that are either staying in the tier or, in the case of Centennial, switching over and throw everything out. Because I don't think the win over Nolensville, Nolensville's win over Summit, or Hendersonville's win over the Outlaws is going to matter when Phase 3 comes around. Both teams hitting the ice. And let's talk about the two teams playing tonight's game. First up, Rutherford Rampage, coached by Mike Jones. 1 win and 1 tie in this round robin so far. Tying with Independence last Monday 3-3 and beating Centennial 4-0 on Wednesday. So their stats in the round robin look like this. Eddie Mays leading the team in scoring with 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. Carson Brownlow and Cam Hawkins each with 2 points from a goal and an assist. Ethan Fredericks, who's not playing tonight, 2 points from assists. Justin Dickinson, Patrick Schuff, William Haynes, and Tommy Landwehr each with a point from a goal. And Josh Wolf, Kelvin McClendon, and Cooper Fiesel each with a point from an assist. And on to goalie play, Tyler Welch has played in both games. His record 1-0-1. He's played just shy of 81.5 minutes. They had some empty net time in the game against Indy last week, obviously. Goals against average of 1.55. He has 1 shutout in the round robin so far. He is the only shutout. He's allowed 3 goals on 33 shots and turned over the other 30. His save percentage in the round robin so far is .910. And he'll be starting again tonight since Hunter Kitchens is still out. And Jackson Feltz will be his backup. Abby Ricaldi being scratched for tonight as well. On to Father Ryan, coached by Stephen Henry, 2-0 in the round robin, beating Centennial last Monday 4-1 and beating Independence 4-3 on Wednesday to clinch themselves a place in Tier 1 for the rest of the regular season and get themselves their first Predators Cup berth since 2020. They have 2 players who have 4 points each. JT Schmidt with 4 points from 3 goals and an assist. Austin Hester, 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. Joey Magnano, 3 points from 2 goals and an assist. Jacob Boron, 2 points from goals. Colin Sullivan, a point from a goal. And Jack Sutterth, Parker Causey, Merrick McCullers, Alton Worth, Katie Cummings, Ethan Webb, and Colton Edwards, each with a point from an assist. On to goalie play. Father Ryan have used 2 goalies in the round robin so far. Luke Anderson played in the game against Centennial last Monday, so his record in the round robin 1-0. He played the full 42 minutes, allowed 1 goal and 16 shots, and turned over the other 5. His save percentage in the round robin is .940. Mason Chandler played in the victory over Independence Wednesday night, so his record in the round robin is 1-0. Played the full 42 minutes, allowed 3 goals and just 12 shots, and turned away the other 9. His save percentage in the round robin so far is .750. All right, so let's talk about this. Again, if Rutherford win this game or tie this game, they're joining Father Ryan in Tier 1. If they lose, or they could lose and have Independence lose to Centennial or tie with Centennial, and Rutherford would still get into Tier 1 on the better record. But if Independence beats Centennial and Father Ryan beat Rutherford, both Rutherford and Independence will finish this round robin with the same record. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie. So you'd have to throw out the first tiebreaker, which is most wins. And they tied each other in their one meeting last week, 3-3, so you have to skip over the second tiebreaker, which is head-to-head. You'd go to the third tiebreaker, which is goal difference. Right now, Rutherford has the better goal difference, +4. 7 goals scored, 3 allowed. Independence have a goal difference of 6 scored, 7 allowed. Their game against Centennial just started a few minutes ago. I don't know the score. There was no score, or there were no goals on the board when I came over here to start this broadcast. So the highest margin of victory to be counted towards goal difference is 6. So if Father Ryan win this game 7-0, those 7 goals would all count, but for goal differential purposes, it would go down as a 6-0 win, only for goal difference. So if Rutherford lose this game by 5 or 6 goals, Independence have to beat Centennial by just 1. If Rutherford lose by 4, Independence have to beat Centennial by 2. If Rutherford lose by 3, Indy have to beat Centennial by 3. If Rutherford lose by 2, Indy have to beat Centennial by 4. If Rutherford lose by 1, Independence have to beat Centennial by 5. So yeah, we could be counting up goals at the end of the night. Luke Anderson going to start in goal for Father Ryan. Tyler Welch going to start in goal for Rutherford. For this first period, Rutherford will carry the puck towards me. Father Ryan will carry it away from me. Again, all Rutherford need is a point. If this game ends in a tie, they are off to Tier 1. And what an amazing turnaround it would be, knowing that last year Rutherford, as Blackman, Stewart's Creek, Smyrna, finished last in the league. But, of course, they managed to win their opening round game in the Hine Cup over Hendersonville Station Camp Beach to stay in the winner's bracket for another week. Puck in the Rutherford zone off the opening draw. Now Justin Dickinson carries it into the Father Ryan zone, crossing over to the right wing side. A shot, score! Dickinson moving towards the right point, fires it at the net. Anderson reacted too late. It ends up in the bottom corner on the right-hand side of the net. And Rutherford take a 1-0 lead just 33 seconds in. So 13:27 to go in the first, and Rutherford jump out to a 1-0 lead on Justin Dickinson's second goal of the round robin. And I know he wanted one because he was hunting for one bad on Wednesday night against Centennial. Here's a backhander at the other end that has to be stopped and covered up by Tyler Welch. Shot coming from Joey Mignano. Draw is going to be to Welch's right. Won by Rutherford, and they clear it out. Here's Eddie Mays at center. Into the Father Ryan zone. Rounded defender, but he couldn't get around Ethan Webb. Puck comes on goal. Stopped and covered up by Anderson. If Mays had been able to get around Webb, he was on a breakaway. Draw to the left of Anderson. Should note these two teams met last month on October 19th. Father Ryan won 5-2. Puck on the right wing side of the Rutherford zone. Chasing after it is Colin Sullivan, who's wearing 74 tonight, which is the number, his jersey number on the roster. And at the other end, William Haynes, who's wearing Kanan Steed's sweater tonight, goes crashing into the Father Ryan net and dislodges it. .45 to go in the first. 1-0 Rutherford. Again, Justin Dickinson scoring just 33 seconds into the game. Draw is going to be to the right of Anderson. Draw one by Father Ryan, and Alton Worth is going to ice the puck from behind his own net. So they'll drop it again, this time to the left of Anderson. Draw one by Father Ryan, and Alton Worth trying to clear, ends up sending it into the netting above the glass at the Zamboni doors. So they'll drop it to Anderson's left again. One by Rutherford this time. And a shot in the slot was turned away. Actually, a shot from out high was tipped on goal by Dylan Welch, turned away by Anderson. Now another shot from out high, blocked by the stick of Alton Worth. Brings it out to center. It's in the Rutherford zone on the right wing side. Carter Middleton going to the end boards. Oh, somebody's stick got knocked way up in the air, came down and actually hit Tyler Welch's blocker as it landed back on the ice. Puck behind the net. Backhanded through the crease, the top of the crease by Merrick McCullers, who's wearing number 3 tonight, which is the original number for him on the roster that I got at the start of the season. Both sides changing the lines as the puck is back in the Rutherford zone. Sam Horsley behind the net. Having it taken away by Nick Hansen. Puck over on the far side. Horsley moving towards the net. A shot stopped by Welch, and he's got it covered at his right-hand post. 11:19 to go in the first. Still 1-0 Rutherford. Draw to the right of Welch. Won by Father Ryan. Backhander from Horsley was blocked. Here go Rutherford. Carson Brownlow, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Gets to the inboards, coming around to the near side. Got pushed off the puck. Puck held in at the right point. Brennan Tellez out at center. Puck trickling back into the Rutherford end. Picked up by Brownlow. Actually, no, brought out in front, and a shot turned away by Welch. It's one of the players whose number ends in 7. It's either Webb or Jacob Boron, and it was Ethan Webb as he goes to the bench for a change, and Tyler Welch has to make another glove save. 10:38 to go in the opening period. Still 1-0 Rutherford. So if this score holds up, Rutherford win, and they are on to Tier 1 for the rest of the season and qualify for the Predators Cup. I'm not sure if Blackman have ever played in the Preds Cup. Draws to the right of Welch. I know Stewart's Creek have never, well, no. I'll explain in a minute. There's a centering pass right in front. Misses a Father Ryan stick. Puck on the inboards. And a battle for it. Won by Rutherford. Oh, but then a turnover. And the Rampage able to get the puck out of the zone, but it's brought back in. JT Smith, a shot. Oh! Looked like it went off the right leg pad of Welch, although it looked like it kind of went past him. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone. I'm not really sure how to explain that, but that's at the net at the other end of the ice. I could explain it better if I had a better look. Puck comes out to the left point, sent back down the wall by Taz Takayama, but cleared out by Ryan Whalen. Puck back in the Rutherford zone, and the Rampage trying to clear it out. And it's going to be iced. Just in front of the blue line by Takayama. 9:39 to go in the first, still 1-0 Rutherford. Draw to the left of Welch, won by Father Ryan. Ethan Webb with a shot from the right point that was blocked. Here's Eddie May. He's trying to clear it out. No, Webb gets it back, takes another shot that's blocked. Colin Sullivan around the back of the net. Pushed into the boards by Tommy Landwehr. Katie Cummings trying to join in the battle. She gets pushed down. Oh, there's a penalty. So the hit on Cummings was done with an elbow by Landwehr. No, correction, it's Nick Hansen going to the box. So with 9:16 to go in the first, an elbowing call against Nick Hansen. Father Ryan go to the power play, down 1-0. Draw is going to be to the left of Tyler Welch. Won by Father Ryan. Jacob Boren, right point, passing it down the right wing side. That's backhanded over to the left wing side, and Ethan Webb trying to put it in front, but it's intercepted. Can the Rampage clear? No, they can't. Still in the zone. Held it at the right point, JT Schmidt. Across to Webb. Now pass to Jacob Boren, and his shot from the center point missed the net to the left of Welch. Puck of the inboards. Trying to put it back out in front. Wraparound try. Was turned away by Welch. Puck held in. Left point. Slap shot Ethan Webb. I think it hit. Oh, it hit Austin Hester in the back when he was standing in front of the net. Schmidt keeps it alive. Moving down the left wing. A shot stopped and held onto by Welch. And now we're going to have a slashing call, a late slashing call against Father Ryan. And it's Austin Hester going to the box. So there goes the power play for the Irish. We'll have 78 seconds, 4-on-4, 8:33 to go in the first, 1-0 Rutherford lead, and the draw is going to be in the Father Ryan zone to the left of Luke Anderson. Drawn by Father Ryan, and they clear it. It's in the Rutherford zone. Ryan Whalen with it now, moving down the right wing. Pass across. Oh, Colin Sullivan Had it jumping around on him at the right-hand side of the net. Minute left in the 4-on-4. Justin Dickinson with a puck now. Carries to center. Into the Father Ryan zone on the left wing side. Trying to back in and out in front. Nice sliding block by Alton Worth. Colin Sullivan backhanding it over to Ryan Whalen. Puck out at center. Now Sullivan, left wing side of the Rutherford zone. Whiffed on a wrister attempt. Whalen holds it in at the left point, but it's poked off his stick. Oh, and if Dickinson had managed to get there, he might have been in a breakaway. Puck back in the Ryan zone. Dickinson with it. Left circle. Backhander turned away by Anderson. And another rebound try turned away by Anderson. Actually, he was squeezing it against his chest. 23 seconds left in the 4-on-4. 7:38 to go in the first. Still 1-0 Rutherford. Draws to the right of Anderson. Won by Father Ryan. Jacob Boron clears. Carson Brownlow chasing it into the Rutherford zone, but it's an icing. Yeah, I just remembered. It's 4-on-4. Icing can be called against either side. It's not a short-handed situation yet. There's under a minute left now on the Father Ryan penalty, but in 14 seconds, Rutherford are going to have themselves a short power play. Draws to the right of Anderson. Won by Rutherford. Turned over to Merrick McCullers, who clears off the far glass. Puck back in the Friar Lawrence. Oh, no, not just quite. Penalty time against Rutherford is up there now on the power play for 43 seconds. Tommy Landwehr, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone, trying to pass the slot, and Eddie Mays, who couldn't keep it on the stick, held in at the right point by Cam Hawkins. Sent past the net to the right of Anderson. Puck on the left wing boards now. Mays with it, trying to send it towards the slot. It went off a stick of McCullers up in the air and caught by Anderson with a glove, and he hangs on for the whistle with 19 seconds left on the short power play for Rutherford. 6:51 to go in the first, and the Rampage up 1-0. Draw to the right of Anderson. Won by Rutherford. A shot from Cam Hawkins either stopped by Anderson or blocked by the skates of Alton Worth right in front. One of the two. Tommy Landwehr, left point. Now Carson Brownlow moving along the blue line. Passing to his right. William Haynes, a shot blocked by Worth, who tried to clear. Puck still in the zone. Jack Sutterth gets it out. Penalty time against Father Ryan is up there back at even strength. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone. Eddie Mays making a nice move down the left wing, but to get past the defender. But now he's behind the net with the puck. Now it's over on the right wing side. Held in at the right point. Jacob Littleton, and the puck poked off his stick. William Haynes dumbing it back into the Father Ryan zone. We're going to call an icing, but he was in front of the red line when he did it. Or was he going to call offside? I think he realized they were just onside at that point. Dylan Welch on his knees in the left wing boards, the puck taken off him. It's held in at the left point by Nick Hansen. They're trying to drop it back up top to Hansen, but it goes in between he and Littleton and back out to center. Littleton across to Hansen inside the Rutherford zone. Hansen passed it into the skates of Eddie Mays, who was going onto the bench. I can't believe they didn't call too many men. I guess they were giving him a bit of mercy since he was going to the bench. And meanwhile, Ethan Webb carries the puck to the front of the Rutherford net, gets off a shot that's stopped and covered up by Tyler Welch. 5:22 to go in the first, still 1-0. Rutherford draws to the left of Welch. Big battle for the puck on the right wing boards. Past the slot, intercepted by Cooper Fiesel. Now Kelvin McClendon out at center. Had the puck taken off him. Hansen. Back ahead to McClendon. McClendon had it taken away from him by Jacob Boron. Puck back in the Rutherford zone. Immediately cleared out. And it could be an icing as it goes back into the Father Ryan zone. Nope, waved off. Merritt McCullers chases it and whips it around the far boards, back into the Rutherford zone, picked up by Brennan Tellez. Try to get it ahead to Cooper Fiesel, and the puck goes off the boards back into the Father Ryan zone, and icing is waved off once more. McCullers. Now Boron. Firing it around to his left, and Colton Edwards. Passing across to JT Schmidt. Schmidt into the Rutherford zone. Actually tapped the puck past Cohen Sims. Chased it back down in the right wing corner, but got knocked down trying to put it back out in front. Now Sims. Over to Brownlow. Carson Brownlow, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Taking a shot. Stopped and held onto by Anderson. He had Cody Jones going down the slot. I think he was hoping for a rebound, but to no avail. 4:06 to go in the first, still 1-0 Rutherford. Draws to the right of Anderson. Won by Rutherford. Cody Jones with it. Shot. Stopped. Brendan Heasley out in front. Couldn't get his stick on it. And Father Ryan are going to end up icing it. Well, if Centennial are going to drop down to Tier 2, it looks like they're going to drag Indy down with them. The Cougars up 5-0 in the middle of the second. What a time to finally get off the winless schneid. Right when your fate has been sealed and you're dropping into the lower tier. But hey, if that score holds up, Rutherford don't have to win this game. They're off to Tier 1 no matter what. Colton Edwards in the Rutherford zone, left wing side. Put it in front, Austin Hester. Oh, he fumbled it a bit and lost it. Puck out at center. It's back in the Father Ryan zone, Alton Worth. Passing ahead to Hester. Hester trying to go across to Colin Sullivan, who drops it back to Jacob Boron, who dumps it into the Rutherford zone. Now stretch pass ahead. Oh, on a breakaway, Josh Wolf down the Father Ryan slot. A shot stopped and allowed to by Anderson. At 2-on-0, he had Dickinson with him. And Wolf took the shot, but Anderson makes the glove save. .255 to go in the first, still 1-0 Father Ryan. Draws to the right of Anderson. Puck poked away from the Rutherford net at the other end by Welch, and now here's Justin Dickinson trying to carry it out. He does. Now Patrick Schuff, left wing side, put in front, oh, but Dickinson couldn't catch up to it in the slot. Here's Sullivan. Having the puck smacked off his stick from behind by Dickinson. Somebody from Father Ryan broke their stick. It's Joey Mignano. Trying to put the puck in front for Cummings, and it hops away from her. So here is Schuff. Back in the Father Ryan zone. Trying to clear, knocked down by Justin Dickinson. Shot in the right circle, blockered into the netting above the glass by Anderson with 1:59 to go in the first, and Rutherford up 1-0. Draws to Anderson's left. Draw one by Rutherford. Puck shot past the net by Cam Hawkins. Eddie Mays left wing side. Puck now in the left wing corner. Ryan Whalen. Oh, the puck sent to the right-hand side of the net by Cam Hawkins. Stopped and covered up by Anderson. That was sudden. Draws to Anderson's right. Won by Rutherford. Eddie Mays, left circle, shot deflected out in front, score! Hawkins! Mays tried to shoot, but a couple of Father Ryan sticks deflected it, but it deflected it right to the front of the net for Hawkins, who one times at home to give Rutherford a 2-0 lead with 87 seconds to go in the first. Draw one by Rutherford. They dump it into the Father Ryan zone. Here's JT Schmidt. Across to Alton Worth. Worth fires the puck into the Rutherford zone. Sent around to the far side. Now passed ahead. Rutherford tried to clear, but it was held into the blue line by Colton Edwards. And now it's going to end up being iced by the Rampage as we have entered the final minute of the first period. 59.6 seconds to go to be exact. Draws to the right of Tyler Welch. One by Rutherford, and we're going to have a penalty. A hooking call against Colton Edwards. He hooked Kelvin McClendon, who carried the puck out to center. So Rutherford will get their first full power play of the game. They had a brief one earlier in this first. That only lasted 43 seconds. They're up 2-0 with 54.4 seconds to go in the opening period. Draw to the left of Luke Anderson. One by Father Ryan. Alton Worth tried to clear, held in by William Haynes. Here's Tommy Landwehr, right wing boards. Trying to put it out in front. That's deflected. And it's out. Actually, no, it was just held in by Jacob Littleton. He sent it down low and deflected over the net by Cam Hawkins. Puck still in the zone. And now it's out at center. 30 seconds left in the first. Rutherford passing the puck amongst themselves. Here's Dylan Welch. Passing over to Jacob Littleton. Littleton across to Tommy Landwehr. Landwehr, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Now here's William Haynes sitting towards the front of the net. Score! Dylan Welch. Anderson couldn't find it, but Welch did right in front of the net. And he slides it home to convert the power play and put Rutherford up 3-0 with 11.7 seconds to go in the first. Draw one by Father Ryan. They get it into the Rutherford zone. Carson Brownlow is going to clear it down ice. Don't blow the whistle. Icing. Let it go. It's the end of the period. 1.7 seconds to go in the first. Draw is going to be to the right of Tyler Welch. One by Rutherford, and that's it for the first. By the way, if Rutherford end up winning this game, they win this round robin with a record of 2-0-1. They're off to a good start. Justin Dickinson scored just 33 seconds into the game, and then they got two very, very late goals. One from Cam Hawkins with just under 90 seconds left in the period, and then a power play goal from Dylan Welch with just over 10 seconds left in the period. So Rutherford leading Father Ryan 3-0 at the end of one in the last game of the round robin, the phase two round robin for both of these two teams. But of course, if the Centennial score holds up, if they manage to beat Independence, again, Rutherford don't have to win this game. They don't even have to tie it. They could lose this game and they'd still be off to Tier 1. Luke Anderson still in goal for Father Ryan. Tyler Welch still in goal for Rutherford for this second period. Father Ryan will carry the puck towards me. Rutherford will carry it away from me. Puck in the Father Ryan zone. It's behind the net. Patrick Schuff carrying it around to the right wing side, dropping it back. Now it's whipped around. And looked like it was held in, but no, cleared out by Katie Cummings. I thought Tez Takayama was going to keep it in at the left point. Now there's Patrick Schuff, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Joining in was William Haynes, but the Irish are going to be able to bring the puck out. Colin Sullivan, right wing side of the Rutherford zone. Pass him defenders, a shot turned away by Welch. He hasn't had to make many saves so far. Neither is Luke Anderson. But Anderson, unfortunately, has given up 3 goals. Puck shot from the right point by Ethan Webb. Blocked in front by Tez Takayama, and the puck put in front from the inboards by Colton Edwards. Stopped and covered up by Welch. 12:34 to go in the second, 3-0. Rutherford leading. Draw to the left of Welch. Big tie up for the puck. Tommy Landwehr carries it out to center, trying to pass ahead to Cam Hawkins, who tried to reach out and tap it away from an Irish stick. Now here is Austin Hester, left wing side of the Rutherford zone, trying to back into that in front. Steered away by the stick of Welch. Here's JT Schmidt, put in front, whiffing on it in the slot was Luke Wyatt, and then shooting it over the net from just below the right point was Ethan Webb. Puck put out in front, tapped on goal, and it hit the post to the right of Welch. It wasn't a hard shot. That was Austin Hester with that shot attempt on the centering pass he got from Jacob Boron. Luke Wyatt passing it out to the blue line, and a shot missed the net to the right of Welch off the stick of Boron. Hester passing it up top. JT Schmidt is shot blocked by the skate of Cam Hawkins, trying to chase the puck through center. It's back in the Father Ryan blue line, picked up by Schmidt. Passes across. And we got a penalty coming up against Rutherford as the puck is back in the Rutherford zone. Jacob Boron trying to pass out up top. Chasing it down is number 5 for Father Ryan. I'm not sure who that is because he's not on my roster. Ethan Webb brings the puck back into the Rutherford zone. Now it's behind the net for Joey Mignano. Finally touched up behind the net by Kelvin McClendon, and that will be the whistle, and it's a slashing call against Rutherford. And it will be against Cam Hawkins. So 11:05 to go in the second. Father Ryan trailing 3-0. They return to the power play. Draws to the left of Welch. It's won by Rutherford. They try to clear. Puck behind the net. Colin Sullivan passing out to the left wing side. Katie Cummings passing down into the left wing corner. Now here's Joey Mignano. Passing back out to Cummings. It went through her legs. Held in at the left point. No, Ethan Webb could not hold it in. Now here's Patrick Schuff. Sending it into the Father Ryan zone, but it's knocked down by Webb. Webb carries it into the Rutherford zone on the left wing side. Webb, wanted to shoot, but he whiffed. And Jacob Littleton's going to clear the puck out from to the right side of his net. Or from the right-hand side of his net. Ethan Webb. Pass to center, intercepted by Patrick Schuff, who dumps it right back into the Father Ryan zone. Final minute of the power play for the Irish. Austin Hester, left wing corner of the Rutherford zone, pushed into the boards by Carson Brownlow. Passes the puck off to J.T. Schmidt. Goes across Ethan Webb. Right circle, a shot turned away by Welch. Rebound knocked into the side of the net by Colin Sullivan, allowing Welch to cover it up. 41 seconds to go in the power play. 9:45 to go in the second. Still 3-0 Rutherford. Draw to the left of Welch. Won by the Irish. Colton Edwards at the right point. Passing across to the left point, Merrick McCullers. Passing down the wall to Schmidt. Back up top, McCullers. Back across to Webb. Now McCullers. Center point. A shot stopped by Welch. Went off his pads and went over the net. Colin Sullivan passing to the left wing corner, and Schmidt. Back out up top, McCullers. Now Schmidt. Left circle. Moving in. Shot stopped and held onto by Welch. 15 seconds to go in the man advantage for the Irish. Draws to the right of Welch. Won by Father Ryan. Ryan Whalen with a shot. Gloved and held onto by Welch with 8 seconds left in the man advantage now. Draws to Welch's left. Won by Rutherford, and William Haynes tried to clear, but it touched the netting above the glass on the far side. So they'll drop the puck to the left of Welch again. Testekayama clearing the puck out, and that kills off the rest of the penalty against Rutherford. They're back at even strength. Merrick McCullers behind his own net. Passing to his left, and J.T. Schmidt banks it off the boards back into the Rutherford zone. It's trickling towards the net, picked up by William Haynes. He keeps it away from Colton Edwards. Haynes clears. And now Eddie Mays getting pushed off the puck inside the Father Ryan zone. Puck out in front of the Father Ryan net. Now it's behind the net. Eddie Mays passing it to the right-hand side of the net. Hawkins trying to stuff it in, but Luke Anderson doing a great job of keeping it out. Cam Hawkins has one of the 3 Rutherford goals. They're up 3-0 with 8:24 to go in the second. Draws to the right of Anderson. Won by Rutherford. Big time for the puck right at the left point. Now the puck sliding down towards the inboards. Oh, referee has a hand in the air. Penalty coming up against the Irish. And Tyler Welch was going to the bench, and then he backed off when he saw the puck coming into the Irish zone. So is this against Rutherford? It's a roughing call. It is against Rutherford. So, yeah, Welch did the right thing by backtracking back into his own net. It's against William Haynes. So, Father Ryan back to the power play, down 3-0 with 8:04 to go in the second. Draws to Welch's right. Won by Rutherford. They try and clear, held into the left point by Alton Worth. Katie Cummings above the left circle, passing it down to the inboards. Now Colin Sullivan behind the net. Now Joey Magnano. Now Sullivan, bottom of the right circle. Now Magnano with a backhander. Oh, he hit the post to the right of Welch. Here's Magnano again, below the left circle, behind the net. I'm sorry, it's Sullivan. Backhanding it up to the right point, and Webb. Back down Sullivan. Put in front Magnano. Oh, went off his stick blade. Patrick Schuff clears to center. Altonworth with it, backing up. Oh, he almost gave it away to Justin Dickinson. Keeps the puck on his stick. Then he banked it off the boards trying to get it to Katie Cummings, but Jacob Littleton intercepted and dumped it back into the Father Ryan zone. Here come the Irish again. Worth at center. Up at the puck. Lost the puck to Dickinson, who dumps it back into the Father Ryan zone. A minute left in the power play for the Irish. Colton Edwards passing over to JT Schmidt. Now down low Edwards. Schmidt backhanding it up to the left point. And Alton worked his shot, kicked away by Welch with a right leg pad. 30 seconds left in the power play. Sullivan up, puck got away from him and goes out to center. He catches back up to it, passes across to Webb. Back across Worth, who re-enters the Rutherford zone, gets off a shot that's gloved and held on to by Welch. 19 seconds to go in the power play. 6:23 to go in the second. Still 3-0 Rutherford. Draws to the right of Welch. One by Father Ryan as Colton Edwards tried to put it in front, but that's knocked down. Eddie Mays trying to clear. Held into the left point. Jacob Boren. Eddie Mays takes it away, and it's going to be carried out by Tommy Landwehr. Landwehr, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Passes off Eddie Mays. High slide, a shot. Gloved and held onto by Anderson, and that was right as the Rutherford penalty expires, so they're back at even strength. Draws to Anderson's right. One by Rutherford. And cleared out by Father Ryan as they manage to get a hold of it. Here's Carson Brownlow. Trying to get it ahead to Eddie Mays. Puck's at center. Drop back to Brownlow inside the Rutherford zone. He tried to clear it, went off the stick of Luke Wyatt and out. Picked up at center, Cam Hawkins, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Around the back of the net. And we got a penalty coming up. Is it against Father Ryan or Rutherford? It's against Father Ryan. Cross-checking against Jacob Boron. So Rutherford back to the power play, up 3-0 with 5:19 to go in the second. And they win the draw, which was to the left of Anderson, but Carson Brownlow couldn't keep it in the zone. It slid past him. Not very fast either. Now Josh Wolf, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone, tried to send it in front for Justin Dickinson. Dickinson comes around to the right wing side, passes up top. Brownlow holds it into the right point. Passing down the right wing side, Eddie Mays with a shot, turned away by Anderson. Patrick Schuff trying to stuff it in, but Anderson stops and covers at his left-hand post. And that's taken 25 seconds off the penalty clock. Draws to Anderson's left. One by Rutherford. They clear it out, but it's kept in. Or actually, no, they could not keep it alive. They're trying to keep it in the Father Ryan zone, not clear it. JT Schmidt carried it into the Rutherford zone and got pushed down. So back the other way go the Rampage. Up, take it back. JT Schmidt with room going to the Rutherford net. A shot turned away by Welch. Short-handed opportunity for JT Schmidt and Tyler Welch with a denial. Eddie Mays back in the Ryan zone. Minute left in the power play for Rutherford. Dickinson. And the puck cleared back into the Rutherford end. Carson Brownlow as Father Ryan makes some changes. Puck sent around to the far side. It's out at center. Picked up by Father Ryan. Now Colin Sullivan gets it back into the Rutherford zone. 30 seconds left of the power play for the Rampage as they bring it out. Now it's Colton Edwards at center. Now in the Rutherford zone, right wing side with a shot that goes behind the net. William Haynes trying to get it ahead to Tommy Landwehr. Landwehr back in the Ryan zone on the right wing side, a shot over the net. Anderson may have gotten a piece of it. Penalty time against Rutherford is up there back at even strength. Father Ryan cleared the puck down ice, but it was right past the red line with some time still on the penalty clock, so icing waved off, obviously. And we're going to have another penalty against, no, it's going to be against Rutherford this time. It's going to be a hooking call against the Rampage. And it's Jacob Littleton being escorted to the box. So Father Ryan returned to the power play down 3-0 with 2:56 to go in the second. Draw is going to be to Welch's left. Ethan Webb, right point with a shot. Stopped and covered up by Welch. I'll drop it to his left again. Wonder how the Centennial Indy game's coming along. Draw one by Father Ryan. Shot from Merrick McCullers at the left point, goes over the net. Here's Austin Hester putting it out in front. Edwards passing off to the left point. Merrick McCullers' shot blocked. William Haynes going to allow Kelvin McClendon to clear it. And Father Ryan turned the puck over inside their zone. Kelvin McClendon drops it back to Dylan Welch. Welch, who has the most recent Rutherford goal towards the end of the first, lets the Irish have it. Puck sent ahead but intercepted at center by William Haynes. Sent back into the Irish zone, cleared out. Minute left in the power play for Father Ryan. Dylan Welch dumping it back into the Father Ryan zone. Austin Hester, left wing side of the Rutherford end. Behind the net. Backhanding it out to the right point. Now Hester up. Double team, lost the puck. Kept alive by Edwards. Backhanded up to the right point. Jacob Boren. 30 seconds left in the man advantage for Father Ryan. Now JT Schmidt. Schmidt. Pass across, went off of Rutherford's stick. Still in the zone, however. It's at the end boards. William Haynes firing it around up the far side and out. Alton Worth handing it off. Now Katie Cummings, left wing side of the Rutherford zone. She drops it back at the blue line. A shot from Worth turned away. Puck put out in front for Magnano. And Tyler Welch backed into the net and dislodged it just barely. So that's why the whistle was blown. 5 seconds left of the power play. 61 seconds to go in the first. 61 seconds to go in the second. Still 3-0 Rutherford. Draw is going to be to Welch's right. Final minute of the second. Power play or penalty time against Rutherford is up. They're back at even strength. Here's Colin Sullivan. Now Joey Magnano left circle. Drops it back up top. Jacob Boren just holds it in at the left point. Backhands it down. Now Mignano, a shot stopped by Welch, and Katie Cummings couldn't get to the rebound. Puck out at center. There's 30 seconds left in the period. It's in the Father Ryan zone. Going to the front of the net, Luke Anderson jabs it away from Justin Dickinson. Puck back in the Ryan end at the end boards, left wing corner. Irish trying to clear it out. They do. And time is going to run out here on the second. Rutherford carried a 3-0 lead into the second period. And we leave the second period with them still up 3-0 on Father Ryan as they're chasing down that last spot in Tier 1. Luke Anderson still in goal for Father Ryan. Tyler Welch still in goal for Rutherford. For this third and final period, Rutherford will carry the puck towards me. Father Ryan will carry it away from me. And we have a holdup here. I'm not sure what the holdup is. But I can tell you the game over on Rink A between Centennial and Indy is about to end. Centennial up 7-2. So Rutherford, even if they blow this lead and lose, are going to be in Tier 1. Rutherford win the draw to start the third, but they give it away, and we get a whistle. Offside call against Colin Sullivan. Or correction, J.T. Schmidt. Draw in front of the Rutherford bench, won by the Rampage, and William Haynes is going to end up icing the puck. So here comes Kevin Bond, the GNASH commissioner. So it's a final? Okay, so we can confirm Centennial beat Independence 7-2. Rutherford fans, congratulations. The Rampage are off to Tier 1. They could blow this 3-0 lead, lose this game, it wouldn't matter. Rutherford are off to Tier 1. So Centennial finished the round robin with a record of 1-2, and Independence finished with a record of 0-2-1, and they have got to be kicking themselves. As the shot turned away by Tyler Welch, they score the rebound. It's Colton Edwards backhanding the rebound home. Father Ryan get their first goal of the game just 49 seconds into the third. It's now 3-1 Rutherford. But yeah, I was about to say Independence had to be kicking themselves for blowing that 3-0 lead against Rutherford last week. Although in the end, I'm not sure it would have mattered. Alton Worth, left point, a shot. Went past the net. Worth again, shooting from the left point. Blocked. Actually, I think Welch had to make the save. Puck held in at the right point. Joey Mignano dropping it down low. Shot from Joey Mignano, blocked in front. Now Mignano, right circle. Trying to pass across, but unable to get her stick on it was Cummings. Katie Cummings held in at the left point and shot by Alton Worth, turned away by Tyler Welch. Tried to put the puck out in front for Cummings. There's a shot from Sullivan, stopped and covered up by Welch. 12:18 to go. Still 3-1 Rutherford, excuse me. So, wow, if being dumped into Tier 2 woke up Centennial, I fear for everybody in Tier 2. The timeout has been called. Not sure by who. I didn't see who called it. So timeout done. Draw is going to be to the left of Tyler Welch. Won by Rutherford, but held in at the right point and shot towards the net by Ethan Webb. It goes past the net. There's a backhander. Oh! JT Schmidt must have thought he scored. It looked like he scored for a moment. Puck put out in front, and Welch dives on it and covers. Always to the left, right of Welch, and a shot from the right circle, and Ethan Webb blockered away. Puck at center, Schmidt backhanding it to Edwards, who has the Father Ryan goal. He takes a shot, it misses the net to the left of Welch, and now Welch covers up the rebound off the boards. Carter Middleton's shot from the bottom of the left circle was blocked. Here's Justin Dickinson now at center for Rutherford. Into the Father Ryan zone right wing side. Puck poked off his stick by Alton Worth. Now Dickinson. Left circle, shot blocked by the stick of Ryan Whalen. Puck held in at the blue line, and a shot from Brendan Tellez was blocked. And then a shot from the slot turned away by Anderson. I think it was from Josh Wolf. Now Wolf puts the puck in front, knocked away by the stick of Worth, and here goes Jack Sutterth. Try to backhand it across, knocked down by Tellez. Tellez in the Father Ryan zone, left circle, a shot. Stopped and held onto by Anderson. 10:45 to go, still 3-1 Rutherford. Draw to the right of Anderson. Puck came out in front, but Merrick McCullers sweeps it away from Cam Hawkins. And he puts it in front. Hawkins a one-timer. Oh! Turned away by Anderson, who then backed into the net and dislodged it. I think it hit Anderson and then glanced off the post to his left. Puck put out in front, and Anderson covers at his left-hand post again. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone. Ethan Webb. Now Eddie Mays up. Actually, no, it's back in the Rutherford end. The Rutherford end's on the other side of the ice. Alton Worth. No, I'm sorry, it's Colin Sullivan. Getting the puck down low, but it's kept away from Katie Cummings. Now here is Sullivan behind the net. Backhanding in front of it, went through Cummings' skates. Held in at the left point. Merrick McCullers a shot blocked in front. And Ethan Webb shoots it past the net from the left circle. And up, Ethan Webb, or was it Sullivan? One of them got tripped, and it was obvious. And it was Brownlow, Carson Brownlow, who did the tripping. No, it's Eddie Mays going to the box. I think it was Sullivan. So Father Ryan returned to the power play down 3-1 with 9:41 to go. Puck in the right wing corner of the Rutherford zone. Put out in front. Austin Hester, a shot, score! JT Schmidt with a pass. Hester out in front to fire it in the back of the net. Father Ryan within one. It's 3-2 Rutherford with 9:13 to go. Puck in the Rutherford zone. Catching up to it, William Haynes. Ahead to Cooper Fiesel. Now here's Kelvin McClendon, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Passing across, Fiesel. Off the left wing board, trying to put it out in front. Intercepted by Colton Edwards, who's going to carry it to center. Edwards across to JT Schmidt. Now Edwards. Lost the puck. Here's Haynes. Pushing it out to center. Pinell, the puck sent back into the Rutherford zone. Austin Hester's had a good round robin. He's had a goal in each game. A goal against Centennial last week. A goal against Centennial last Monday. A goal against Indy last Wednesday, which proved to be the game winner. Now he has a goal that's brought Father Ryan within one of Rutherford tonight. As Ethan Webb ends up sending the puck into the netting above the glass. On the far side of the ice, 8:08 to go, 3-2 Rutherford. Puck in the Father Ryan zone at the end boards. Ethan Webb's going to get there first. Sending it around to the near side. Katie Cummings trying to drop it over to Joy Mignano. Puck out at center. Mignano. Puck taken away and iced by Rutherford. 7:36 to go. It's a chance for Rutherford. Josh Wolf, right circle, a shot. Stopped and held on to by Anderson. Merrick McCullers trying to backhand it out, held in at the left point and sent past the net by Brendan Tellez. Now Josh Wolf trying to put it in front, but missed the stick of Patrick Schuff. Here's Colton Edwards, left wing side of the Rutherford zone, trying to pass across. And it's sent towards the net, stopped and covered up by Tyler Welch. Puck in the Father Ryan zone. Alton Worth going to end up icing it. Draws to Anderson's left. 6:39 to go. 3-2 Rutherford. Puck out at center. Sent back into the Father Ryan zone by Nick Hansen. Now passed up the ice. Merrick McCullers misses Colin Sullivan and goes up the far side for an icing. Draw to the right of Anderson. Won by Rutherford and a shot turned away by Anderson. That shot coming from the left point in Taz Takayama. Puck still on the right wing boards. Poked to the end boards by William Haynes. Now Joey Magnano passing over to the far side. And Alton Worth tried to clear it out. And now here's Joey Magnano, left wing side of the Rutherford zone. Shoots it past the net. Puck sent around to the near side. Here's Colin Sullivan going down the slot, sent it towards the net, and a backhander from Katie Cummings was turned away by Welch with a right leg pad. Penalty against Rutherford coming up. And they touch up. So another penalty against the Rampage. So who's going to the box? Interference against Dylan Welch, who at the moment, his goal stands to be the game winner for Rutherford. Father Ryan back to the power play, down 3-2 with 5:27 to go. Draws to the left of Tyler Welch. Puck brought around to the left wing side, and a shot missed the net from Austin Hester. Patrick Schuff clears it down ice. Puck behind the net, it will be picked up by Jacob Boron. Step out to his right and move up. Backhanded across to Austin Hester. Now across to Jacob Boron. Boron, right wing side of the Rutherford zone. Puck sent around the boards to the far side. Held in at the left point by Jacob Boron. Passes down low. Had to put the puck out in front. There was a nice diving block by, I think, Carson Brownlow. Minute left in the power play for Father Ryan. Puck still in the Rutherford zone. Across to Ethan Webb. Shot in the right circle. Getting a piece of it was Tyler Welch. Here's Boron. Jacob Boron taking a shot. Blocked in front by Carson Brownlow, who clears. Colton Edwards, left wing side of the Rutherford zone, lost the puck. Justin Dickinson ices it. 20 seconds left in the man advantage for the Irish. Ryan Whalen behind the net. Passing ahead to Ethan Webb. Puck taken away from Webb, and it's swept back into the Father Ryan zone. Eddie Mays, coming in from behind to get a poke check was Joey Mignano. Right as Mays was about to go to the front of the net. Penalty time against Rutherford is up. They're back at even strength. Colin Sullivan, left wing side of the Rutherford zone. Right near the wall. Now, Joey Mignano. Puck taken away by Tommy Landwehr. Past head, Eddie Mays misses Mays' stick. Goes out to center. Dumped back in by Alton Worth. Here's William Haynes. Haynes through center. Left wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Taking a shot blocked by Ryan Whalen. Actually went off of Whalen and went past the net to the right of Anderson. Whalen trying to clear. Knocked down by Tommy Landwehr. Landwehr, right circle shot. It hit the post to the left of Anderson. Katie Cummings with a puck now. She'll bank it off the near boards and out to center. William Haynes grabs it. Brought back in by Eddie Mays. Dropped up top to the right point. And a shot blockered away by Anderson. That shot coming from Taz Takayama, who's now going to go to the bench for a sub. Puck put out in front. Ryan Whalen dropped his stick. Is it broken? I don't think it's broken. He goes to the bench for a change. JT Schmidt dumping the puck back into the Rutherford zone from center. And carried out by the Rampage. Cam Hawkins, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone, puts it in front. But it went off of Alton Worth. He was trying to get it in front for William Haynes. Icing waved off at the other end. Colin Edwards coming around with a shot stopped by Tyler Welch, and he's got it covered at his right-hand post. 98 seconds to go, still 3-2 Rutherford. Timeout has been called. I would guess this is Father Ryan calling the timeout. Rutherford used theirs earlier in the period. I think Mike Jones may have found out about the Centennial Indy score and was merely calling a timeout to tell his team, hey, we don't have to worry now, we're in. Although they still want to hold on and win this game. Wow. I mean, just wow. What an incredible round robin this was. It worked. It did what it was supposed to do. It got teams that didn't belong in a certain tier to switch to another by means of competitiveness. It worked. Now, it's not going to work every year, and it's going to have to come to a point. If we keep building rinks in other counties, like, we're getting one in Montgomery, in Clarksville, we're supposed to be getting one in Sumner and Hendersonville. Hopefully we're getting one in Rutherford in a couple years. Williamson, the Predators want to build something down in Spring Hill. When we start having Luke Anderson way out in his slot as play is back underway, when we start having rinks in multiple counties, this league is going to have to break into districts like a TSSAA sport. Here's Josh Wolf, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. He's got 3 guys back. He's only got Patrick Schuff in the zone with him. Jacob Bourne with a puck now. Passing across. Oh, losing it. Here's Justin Dickinson, a shot. Stopped by Anderson. Final minute of the game. Rutherford keeping the puck in the zone. Now it's going to be carried out by Colton Edwards. Anderson to the bench for the extra attacker. The net is empty for Father Ryan. There's a shot at the other end that misses the net. And Rutherford clear. Here's Joey Magnano. Ahead to Colton Edwards. Banks it off the boards. Shot from Austin Hester blocked. Puck sent around to the near side. Dickinson banks it off the boards, trying to get it out. Ethan Webb holds it in under 30 seconds left of the game. Here's Dickinson clearing it into his own bench, trying to get it out of the zone. 23.7 seconds left. 3-2 Rutherford. Draw is going to be to the left of Tyler Welch. Again, the net is empty for Father Ryan. Ryan win the draw. Shot from Ethan Webb blocked. Puck at the end boards. Swept around to the far side. Alton Worth. One-timer blocked in front. Puck over on the near side. Colton Edwards puts it behind the net. Under 10 seconds left. Puck is up out in front. Cleared away by the Rampage. It's out at center. Ethan Webb sending it back into the Rutherford zone, but that's it. Rutherford win. They close the round robin with a victory, 3-2. Even though in the end they didn't need to win or even tie, the Centennial win over Independence got them the last spot in Tier 1. But what an amazing round robin this was for the Rampage, as they get some measure on revenge for the Irish for that 5-2 defeat from last month. But these two teams will meet again in Phase 3. Wow, wow, wow. So the Rampage win the Phase 2 round robin with a record of 2 wins and 1 tie. Father Ryan finished with a record of 2 wins and 1 loss. Centennial finished third with 1 win and 2 losses. And Independence finished last with no wins, 2 losses, and a tie. Mike Jones and Stephen Henry with a hug at center. They're going to be seeing each other again in Phase 3. Well, I'll tell you what, if Rutherford's fate hadn't been decided a few minutes ago by Centennial beating Independence, there's a very good chance that this game would have gone up on our archive.org page in 3 years. But since Rutherford had a 3-0 lead at the end of 1, and while they were up 3-1, the final came across that Centennial had beaten Indy, and therefore Rutherford were going to Tier 1 whether they won this game or tied it or lost it. It's probably not going to go up in the Internet Archive in 3 years. It could as a good regular season game, but I don't know. Just because it's a 1-goal game doesn't mean it was a classic. But It was a pretty good game. All right, so the goals from Father Ryan were scored by Colton Edwards and Austin Hester. And the goals by Rutherford were scored by Justin Dickinson, Cam Hawkins, and Dylan Welch. But player of the game is going to be Tyler Welch, the Rutherford goalie, I know he gave up 2 goals in the third, but man, Father Ryan were throwing pucks at him like they were trying to save the planet from being blown up. So, yeah. Tyler Welch is our player of the game for his tremendous performance in net, especially in the third period when Father Ryan got things cooking. But he did just enough. He did just enough to help Rutherford win the game 3-2. So the finals tonight. Centennial beat Independence 7-2. And Rutherford beat Father Ryan 3-2. So the final Phase 2 round-robin standings. Rutherford Rampage win the pool. They win the round-robin with 2 wins and a tie. Father Ryan finished second at 2-1. So they and Rutherford off to Tier 1, and they're both going to play in the Predators Cup. Centennial finished the round-robin third with a record of 1 win and 2 losses. Independence finished last with a record of no wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. So Centennial, whose Tier 2 fate was sealed last Wednesday, looked at Independence and said, if I fall, you're going down with me. And that's exactly what's happening. So here are how the tiers are set for the rest of the season. Tier 1, Ravenwood, Brentwood, Montgomery Bell, Pope Prep CPA GCA, Mount Juliet Green Hill Evanston, Franklin BGA, Father Ryan, Rutherford Rampage. Tier 2, Centennial, Independence, USNBA Nashville Christian, Nolensville Innsworth Lipscomb, Summit Page, Hendersonville Beach, Tennessee Outlaws, Station Camp Liberty Creek. And like I said, if being knocked into Tier 2 finally woke Centennial up, get on your knees and pray for everybody else in Tier 2s because Centennial might tear them apart. If Centennial play like they did tonight in Tier 2, they're going to win the Hein Cup and join the list of GNASH teams that have won the GNASH Predators and Hein Cups. That list is going to go from 4 to 5. If Centennial play like that, play like they did tonight against Independence. To be completely honest, I'm not sure how many Tier 2 games I'm going to be doing for the rest of the regular season. I know I only did one Summit Page game, and I kind of owe them another game, but I'm going to have to make sure it's not against Centennial because Centennial might clobber them. And those games, at this point of the season, are not fun to call. Now, I'm not sure about the schedule for Phase 3. I don't know if Maggie Raines will put that on the website tonight or not. I imagine she might, or she might just wait and do it till the morning. But you know what? The night's done, and I think it's time to slip away and get ready for Thanksgiving and take hockey off the brain for a bit. So, that's it. That's the Phase 2 round robin, and I told you back on November 9th that it was going to fly by, and it did. It's already over. Phase 3 of the regular season begins next week. The home stretch run to the playoffs begins next week. Insane. We're already at the end of November. This is the last full week in November, and next week is it. December 1st is, I think Thursday, a week from Thursday. Wow. So, Rutherford beat Father Ryan 3-2, and Rutherford are joining Father Ryan in Tier 1 for the rest of the regular season and playing in the Predators Cup in the postseason. Thank you all so much for listening. I know it's Thanksgiving week, but I am thankful to you all every day of the year for your support. I hope you have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. I hope it's a great holiday. Careful out shopping on Black Friday if you go. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll talk to you next week. Good night. From Centennial, Rutherford win 3-2, and they and Father Ryan are off to Tier 1 for the rest of the season. Good night.